any cards. Is there any members of the public that wishes to address the committee? Seeing none, moving right along.
Yes, we have.
Agenda item number 4, I would accept a motion to consider authorizing the sheriff's office to hire a corrections officer at a salary of $34,928 to $42,731, and this is to fill a vacancy.
So moved. Support.
Okay, motion and support. Any questions? We do have the sheriff on hand. If there are any questions.
This is to fill a vacancy. Deputy Robinson left us for Clinton County, a little higher pay there, so.
Okay.
Even after the wage study.
I was just gonna
Still
say.
higher pay.
Well, yeah, about $5 higher an hour when he tops out.
Oh, my God.
Wait, their raises haven't taken effect yet. That's why.
Well, then it'd be even more.
Maybe.
No, it'd be less, it'd be less.
Oh, you mean these rates? These rates. Okay.
Okay, it's been moved and supported. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. Agenda item number 5, I'll go ahead and move to consider authorizing the sheriff's office to hire 2 911 dispatchers to also fill vacancies.
So moved.
Support.
Okay, any questions for the sheriff?
These are also vacancies. The first one comes as a result of a dispatcher leaving us for Perry Fire Rescue. He decided to return to Perry Fire Rescue as a paramedic. And the other one was from winning our arbitration last week on Ashley Cleveland.
Thank you, Sheriff.
What was the last one? I didn't quite catch that.
There was a dispatcher terminated about 2 years ago. We just won the arbitration hearing.
Oh, okay.
Commissioner Rowe?
Thank you.
Is this gonna satisfy, a couple of us commissioners were in Venice Township and I've told you about it.
Yeah, I met with him today.
We got talked to that about because we apparently are sitting on all this 911 money and refusing to allow them to hire people, and we don't allow them to have any staff down there. Has that been cleared out? With these 2 hires, are we gonna be at full roster, full staff?
For the time being. There's
There
one
could
dispatcher
be
that's
more
looking at a position with the state police, so we may be hiring in the near future, but right now, yeah. After we get those 2 hired, we'll be back.
Did that meeting go well? And he
Yeah.
clarified what he was even talking about?
Not so much. He was talking about some of the surcharge money, but he acknowledged that, I acknowledged that we've been hiring and things like that, so.
Yeah, because this board's never turned down a 911 job that
Yeah.
I've been here.
Never.
I think when you guys talked to him, you were clear on that also, Rowan, and
Yeah.
so.
I can't remember in 5.5 years this board ever turning down a vacancy.
No, never.
Ever.
Box issue thing that goes.
Okay, it's been moved and supported. Are there any additional questions for the sheriff?
I don't know about that yet.
Okay, hearing none, those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion also carries. Agenda item number 6, I'd accept a motion to consider authorizing the prosecuting attorney to hire an assistant prosecuting attorney, salary grade 10, $47,881 to $62,254 to fill a vacancy.
So moved.
Support.
Been moved and supported. Any questions about this?
Are these salaries a new pay scale?
Yes.
And as I understand, we saw a similar action, I think it was last month, but this is for your former position?
This actually is, this is a full-time position. This is Tracy Horvath. She got a job in Genesee.
Oh, she did, okay, so this is to fill that vacancy, okay. Any other questions? It's been moved and supported. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I got one. Mike, did she ever fill a part-time position yet?
Actually, I think she is filling this one with Scott Coon, and then she'll fill the part-time.
So she hasn't filled it at this point.
I don't think so, but she might have done the other two. But I think Scott Kerner was hired for this one, or is going to be.
I was under the impression you were going to do dual.
Gonna what?
Do dual role.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Not that busy, are you?
According to the voting, the motion carried, so thank you, Mike, for clearing that up. Any other agenda items before the committee today?
I do have,
Commissioner Olshausen?
I don't know if this is an agenda item, but I was at the Corona Council meeting this month, and I got really hammered big time about the medical care facility. That we got all the money out of there and from the auction and everything like that, and there was going to be a payback big time. And I wanted to clear it up. Jeff told me, maybe Mike can tell me that we didn't have anything to do with the auction. Is that true?
What do you mean we didn't have anything to do with it?
So here's what I told Gary and some, anybody,
I wanted to clear this up.
let me tell you, I'll tell you what I told Gary, and if I'm wrong, everybody, we can clear this up.
Yeah.
So the commissioners took the generator, the sheriff, with permission from the medical care facility, took some stuff out of there. Everything else that was taken out of there and or auctioned off was directly related to the medical care facility, and they took the money and all the proceeds from that. That is what I told Commissioner Holzhausen. Is that not correct?
Well, that's why I wanted to clear it up with everybody.
I think we all should go to this Corona
Yeah, I
City
think we
Council.
do too, because I've talked to Joe Sawyer on 2 separate occasions, and he said that this was a dead issue, that we were all gonna work together. We feel we did what we had to do, they feel they're doing what they had to do, but we were burying the hatchet. Twice I've talked to him at 2 separate boards, and that's what he said. So when I heard you were attacked about this again,
Yeah, well,
to
that's
hear
why
that it's been
I wanted to clear it up.
supposedly water under the bridge, but yet it's not.
Well,
Let's say the next
I
meeting
didn't,
we'll all go.
that's what, I didn't know for sure whether it was, the medical care got the auction, because they said they had to bid on the wash machines and the dryers and a whole bunch of stuff, and they spent like $25,000. They said, they think you're gonna get away with it. They actually said that to me, and, because the paybacks is hard to do, because we own we got the buildings and grounds in the forage building, and we gotta settle that. We shouldn't do that anytime sometime. And the way they talked was gonna be payback. Well, I said, I don't know what's going on. As far as I know, we had the meeting, nobody here give authorization to
was
to
Joe
take
at
it
this
out.
meeting?
Sorry?
Was Joe at the meeting?
Oh, yeah, Joe and
And
all
he
the
didn't
other.
say anything? He just
Oh, yeah, I said a lot else.
Was he the one that was complaining, or was it the
I'd
council?
like to have a tape recorder. I mean, I sat up there and they said, I dare you, you sure you wish you come to the meeting? I said, well, I didn't have a clue what was going on. You know what I mean? I didn't know the auction had to bid stuff and who took it.
Well, they should have been known, because the medical care facility made it obvious that they were, whatever was left, they were selling. I mean,
Well-
they had shared an auction in there.
Well, I didn't
It
know
was
that because
known,
I
it was
didn't
well
tell
known
them.
to everyone. It was known to us. If our department
Oh,
has to get
I
everything they
didn't-
want, get it. And whatever's left, they're selling.
What, that must, you guys knew it. I didn't know.
They knew it too. They could,
They
the
did.
more ignorance all they
The
want.
Board
They
of
knew it.
Commissioners in Shiawassee County General Fund did not receive 1 penny of that money. Everything, all the proceeds from the auction and what went on went to the medical care
Well,
facility.
that's what I got, when I go to the meeting, at least I can tell them that, because,
I for one would be glad to go to the next
I'll
one.
go to it too.
Whenever the next one is.
Why don't you just let us all know? We'll all
Well,
go.
I got
Is it maybe appropriate to write a little piece and submit it to the
I'll
press?
send
They can run a small article clarifying this? Is
Yeah.
You want to write a small article for us, Tim?
You guys go to this meeting, yeah.
I'll be there.
I mean, maybe we need to share.
I mean-
with this too.
Be sure to let us
Joe
know.
wasn't so bad,
Their
some of the
second
other
meeting's
ones,
usually the third-
one of the
third
councilmen,
Monday.
I mean, he said,
Hey,
paybacks
Gary.
are tough, so.
I heard a rumor
Yeah.
that terminology was used, thugs and gangsters. Is that true?
Say that again,
If
huh?
they're using that kind of language about this board of commissioners, I guarantee I'll be at that next meeting.
They said thugs and gangsters.
Thugs.
They might have said it, I mean, I didn't have a tape recorder, I mean,
Well, I'll have a tape recorder.
I didn't,
I think, you know,
I got
I
up there
think-
and started saying a couple things and.
I think, especially since you have an election, you have a primary, you have a general, I think we all need to go. As many of us that can go, the next Corona meeting, as a group, and we can say, you're wrong, this is what
Take
happened.
the fire. We'll give you some shield.
You know?
I would just like to state, I'm personally tired of of the personal attacks on me, myself, that I've been getting. And I'd be glad to go and straighten it out.
All right, so it sounds like,
I've never been unprofessional in speaking or talking to any of them gentlemen, ladies or gentlemen over there, and their unprofessionalism is totally beyond
Anything I've ever
any
seen.
adult.
They was
that
really
I know.
mad because we took the generator, and I don't know if we really need it. But I mean, the courthouse, if the things get that bad, you know, the days are called off, anything, we get a tornado or snow or anything like that, the days are called off, I don't know.
Well, we addressed this.
But that's my opinion, and that's only mine, so.
All right, if we could going forward, make sure all the commissioners are notified of the next meeting time.
I believe it's next
location,
Monday.
And those that are.
I got it written down in my book, I think it's Monday, it's
And the commission's all at the same place and at the same, arrived at the same understanding here, it sounds like, is that right?
Do you know where the meeting is? You know, it's the,
Where is
Community
it?
center.
yeah, the community
In
center.
the Curry Park at the casino.
But sometimes, they have them twice a month, and then sometimes I go there and it's canceled and I don't know about it. And the meeting I went to, they had the meeting because there was other people talking about, somebody wanted the medical care facility. What's his name was there, the real estate guy,
It's listed
Randy
here with Randy Woodward.
Woodward was there, and they were interested, and then they were showing slides in there. He said, yeah, they ripped the cupboards off, and they ripped stuff all over the thing, and they were showing slides, and I said,
Hey, according to our attorney, we tore the whole building down and gave them the dirt.
I know, but.
So we, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's better if we work with them a little bit, you guys.
Well, how are we supposed to when you hear one thing? I've been to 2 separate board meetings with Joe Sawyer, and he said this is water, what, are they trying to sneak attack us? I mean, it was water under the bridge. Now we need to work together, we got projects coming up that we need to be on the same page.
We shook
I
hands,
agree.
we shook hands,
Yeah,
you were there, Jeremy was there with myself, and we talked about several issues, and we shook hands, and everything was good, and
All right, well, it sounds like if we can,
Yeah.
there's some lingering hard feelings here, and I think if we can maybe
That's my district, and I
reach out
recognize.
and answer any questions they may have and try and put this behind us, let's try and do that.
You gonna write something in the paper today about me?
Commissioner Brock, did you?
So,
want to add anything?
I just have one.
be there next Monday.
Yeah, for real.
Just for recording purposes, and, you know, I made an issue yesterday with the wind turbine people. We had a difference of opinion as to height of those turbines. In Ithaca, I did my research. We were both wrong. They were more right than I was. There are 32 of them currently erected. I think this is old information. 32 with an additional 101 coming. They're GE turbines, and they actually, to the top of the tower where the generator is located, are 330 feet, but actually to the tip of the most vertical blade is 460 feet. They were saying 485, I was saying 385, we were both wrong, they were closer to being right. So I just want to clear that up.
But that's
What's the new
only
ones?
10 foot above what they
Correct.
said.
Do they go
Can't
with-
be done.
Correct.
Do they go to the tip of the?
The blade.
The height.
The blades at the,
Tip
What
of the-
what are the new ones
that's the
going up? The new
ordinance.
ones go up 700, 800, or what?
No, the ordinance is 450. That's what we're voting.
No, I mean the new ones up in Ithaca, but you said there's 100 new ones going up.
460.
I don't know what the new ones are.
Oh.
According to this, though, according to the information on the internet,
Mhm.
and of course, that's always right, it's 460 feet to the tip of the tallest blade, vertical blade.
No, Isabella County is
Yeah.
putting them in at 485, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And I have all the rest of them. I do have Huron, Tuscola, Sanilac, Saginaw Bay, Gratiot, and Isabella, but I didn't go to all of those sites to see what they were putting them in at. But, you know, where they were saying now the norm is 490 feet, and 450 just wasn't gonna get it, but yet they're putting 460 footers in
You
Ithaca.
think we could go 10 feet on ours and be happy?
I don't know who's right or wrong. I just wanted to clear that up because I did have that conversation with them, so it's on the record.
Thank you, Commissioner Brock, for clarifying that. Are there any other agenda items before the committee?
I'm sorry to bring all that up, but I wanted,
No.
all our commissioners are here,
That's fine, this is a good
and
place to do
there's
that.
not too much public here.
Are there any other agenda items?
I do have some clarification.
Okay,
for that.
sure.
Comments around public safety in courts. We talked about withdrawing the court security deputies from the wage study and giving them a wage increase. After looking at my budget, I believe I can pay for that out of my current budget.
Where are you getting all this money?
Tickets. Good budget. Good budgeting.
Lots of
There it
tickets.
is, yeah.
Lots of tickets. Is this your meeting?
Cut down on overtime and a few things like that.
All right, thank you, Sheriff.
Thanks.
Okay, this will be our final call to the public. Okay, looks like we are adjourned.
Thank you.
We want a nice write-up.
You were at a meeting, Mike.
You want to stay?
You were at a
All
meeting.
saints.
Dennis.
Committee meeting to order. Everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, this time we'll go and call the public. If anyone has anything, there is no public. We'll go right into agenda item 4. Accept a motion to consider authorizing health department contract with the Shiawassee Regional Educational Service District for social work services in the maternal infant health program in the amount of $67,000 for the period of 7/1/18 to 6/30/19. Authorize Larry Johnson, health director, to sign all necessary documents.
So moved. Support.
A motion and support on this. This is renewal, right? Just a renewal. It's a little higher though.
Increase in it, but it's a renewal of an existing contract for a social worker for maternal infant health.
All right, sounds good. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Accept the motion to consider authorizing the health department contract with Great Lakes Commission for the river cleanup grant in the amount of $6,298.75 for the period of 4/9/18 through 9/30/18, and authorize Larry Johnson, health director, to sign all necessary documents.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second, discussion, how many years running?
11 straight years.
11 straight
And I
years.
look forward to seeing everybody out there on July 28th. So
Oh, that's right, it's election year, right?
It's gonna be well attended this year. I'm excited.
July 28th.
July 28th. July 28th. They're gonna clean up.
We care about it.
Wear your campaign shirts.
That's right.
9 a.m. McCurdy Park, one location. The other location, Oakwood Avenue Bridge, behind Kiwanis Ball Fields, and we're gonna have multiple teams yet to come on locations throughout the river. Excited about that.
Anything else? All those in favor say aye. All opposed? Carries. Agenda item 6, I'll entertain a motion to consider authorizing the health department to hire an intern for personal community health at a rate of $50 per hour with no fringe benefits, with the understanding that this is a temporary position for the summer of 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Discussion?
Yeah, typically we hire 1 or 2 interns in the summertime. This one's going to be working in our personal community health division, specifically working on community health assessment data. It's going to be doing some hepatitis A outreach at our festivals, and so we're gonna be working that person for the months of June, July, and August. It's a college student in public health.
You get paid as an intern.
Paid as an intern.
Dang, I didn't get that.
All right, anything else? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries. Accept the motion to consider accepting and place on file the Health Department's 2017 annual report.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Discussion. Everybody has the annual report in front of them.
Yeah, just a few comments on it. We got an electronic copy out on our website if you would like, but I wanted everybody here to have hard copy. Turned out real nice. A lot of great initiatives going on at the health department right now, as you can see. Just a couple that I want to mention that were covered in the Argus Press actually this week is increase in the 2-year period of our general immunizations are up 13%, and also you will see a substantial increase in our number of restaurant inspections. Those are up almost 30% over the last couple of years. Some other highlights, we're big focus on the hepatitis A this year, and that's an ongoing issue, but got some good news and bad news on that. The bad news first, we got our 8th case that is not confirmed, but will be probably by the end of the week. On the good side, we worked with Sheriff McGold and Lieutenant Wilson, and we vaccinated 59 jail inmates in the last few days. So that has been working out good because this latest case had connection to our jail. So we wanted to make sure we got that done, and that was big. So we have a lot going on right now. As you can see in the health department, it's pretty diverse. Some of them are challenging issues, but public health has new things every day. So
Do we have the authority to require those vaccinations then? If they're, or how, is it voluntary?
we cannot require them to get the vaccine. If we have a case over them, then I can quarantine it. And we had real good input from our jail nurse that basically told one individual, you're going to stay in 4 walls if you don't get the shot. They got the shot. But the public health code allows us some powers, but you also get into the Health Insurance Portability Act, so you got to be careful on what you can force someone to do versus not. And with the hepatitis A, we cannot force these people, but we're working hard to get them vaccinated.
I think Larry will agree that one of the most important ones we want to get vaccinated over there was the ones that are working in food preparation, and they volunteered to have those shots. So.
Yeah, we started with the trustees, so that was because they're getting.
I went to the health department to get a shot, and they said I couldn't have one.
I knew that question was coming today, and we are ready for you for your 2nd dose. And
I told them I paid, but they said, no, you're out of here.
Policies changed since keep the first business
on the wall.
I think it was. If I was in the jail, you would have given me one.
Right.
It's a personal issue.
What happened with that was we will try to bill insurance. Medicare is not paying for it. Okay, so now we are not turning anyone away on Medicare. We will ask that you pay the administrative fee, which is $7. If you cannot pay that, we will not turn you away. So you come, get your second dose.
It cost me $60-some. I'd even pay that if I wanted, but they wouldn't even take, they said,
You went to the pharmacy.
yeah.
So, come back and see us.
Okay.
We'll set you up.
So keep asking you this, as we're progressing with that, if I just say, crisis or situation. In your opinion, are we got it kind of under control, right? I mean, who knows what could happen tomorrow, but right now, are we still kind of plateauing, or is, you would have thought maybe this would have jumped exponentially?
It hasn't spiked, so that's good. But it also continued to go like this instead of like that.
But
You
we're
typically
only
see it
dealing with 8 instances.
We have had 8 confirmed cases. The largest majority of cases is in southeast Michigan, the big counties, Oakland, Macomb, Wayne. But it's very contagious. And with this outbreak, we're seeing a high hospitalization rate, up to 80%. So people are getting really sick with it. It's not the normal Hep A, which would kind of ebb and flow and then feed it out.
Okay, so what, if you could approximate what the graph looks like in other counties, like in southeast?
We are the 10th highest number of cases. So, because we're southeast Michigan-ish. But we're nowhere near, obviously, population of Oakland or Macomb or Wayne. They have huge numbers. But we're kind of on that border, and it's spreading out. So, and it's now into other states. So we have to keep after it. You'll see more on it. You probably get tired of me talking about it. You see signs in restaurants. You know, just keep hand washing and vaccinating. We're going to hit Kerwood. We're going to hit Durand Days, Langsburg Days, the fair. We're working with them. So we're going to stay after it.
Just one short question, unrelated to current conversation. How closely does the health department work with, say, for instance, Corona, Shiawassee, other villages that may or may not have rental inspections? Because I'm a little disappointed in, quite honestly, the way Shiawassee runs this whole thing. And I know they're kind of, they don't like it, they feel like they have to do it, but there are some situations that they're beyond unhealthy. And do you ever get involved in any of that kind of inspection?
Rarely, because we don't have a housing code, a county housing code. Where we get involved in the municipalities with those complaints would be if there's a sewer problem. And typically, it's not a septic system, it's typically city sewer. But if it's a problem where we've got sewer underground in their yard, or just this landlord's not cleaning it up and it's pouring in the basement, usually there's 2 sides to the stories, but we do take calls on that and we have been involved in that. We have also helped the municipalities with garbage complaints because we have garbage coverage under our code, which a lot of the cities do too. But we don't have like a rental inspection for like, smoke detectors or stair with.
Well, that should be covered by the rental inspections, but just general filth.
We get a lot of mold complaints, and we handle those as best we can.
You do handle those.
And we try to give them guidance on how to remediate that. But boy, those landlord-tenant issues get pretty tense.
No, I know they do. It's frustrating. But I won't go into detail. But I just wondered how involved you guys would get in some of that stuff, because I think a lot of it is just passed over. It's just a rental.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Okay, that's it.
Any other questions? I hope you enjoy the report. Please share it out. You should be proud. I really commend this board for being supportive of the health department. We had a nice article in the Argus on Sunday. So I hope you all got a chance to see that. That's all I have.
Does anyone have anything else? All those in favor of putting the health department's annual report on file, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, motion carries.
So I won't present that tomorrow. You guys got it all today.
Well done, Larry, thank you.
I'll entertain a motion to consider the appointment of Kirby Vogel to the Shiawassee Health and Wellness Committee to fill a vacancy with a term effective immediately and expiring on 3/31/2019 or until a successor is appointed, and authorize the board chair to execute all necessary documents.
So moved.
Support. Motion and support. Any discussion on this?
Just, probably Gary's got it covered too.
Yeah, I was on the nominating committee, and that's somebody special they want for that, is somebody that's got a challenged person at the,
And I actually interviewed her, and it's a lady, and it's very specific needs for that particular position, and this young lady fits it exactly what they need, so she'll be a real asset to the, I mean, without going into detail, she's excellent.
Anything else? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Move on to any other agenda items. If anyone has anything to bring forward for the committee at this time.
I got their phone.
Anything, Sheriff?
I'd like to personally invite the board to the sheriff's office tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. We're going to do a cookout of hamburgers and hot dogs. I've invited all 212 county employees to the sheriff's office as well. As you know, it's National Police Memorial Week, and so we'll be honoring the fallen and acknowledging the public safety employees that work for the county to thank them for their service as well. So we'd like to have you there if you can make it.
Please come so I'm not the only one I'm doing it, bro.
You can make it.
No,
Can I get my hepatitis shot when I'm there?
No, I'm also bringing in, I started thawing out some brats, so I'll be bringing some cheese brats that some of you guys have had before. Well, hamburgers and brats.
We do it right in the fenced-in area where the patrol cars are parked. We've got tables and chairs we set up, and we had a nice turnout last year. About 125 or something last year, but I anticipated it being bigger.
The weather's supposed to be good, so.
We waited until yesterday to announce it because we were keeping an eye on the weather, and it looks like 0% chance of rain, 73 degrees at noon, so perfect.
I'm glad you cleared your schedule.
I did. I did, even though someone didn't send me an email about it.
There's one other update. We had 6 rows of corn planted.
And one row of beans.
Nice.
Sheriff has a soup one thing.
Any other agenda items for the committee at this time? Hearing none, we'll go to the public. Tim, come on, you got something.
Say something.
What you gonna write about? Come on, we gotta go.
All right, nothing. We'll adjourn. Thank you.
Wow, touche.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Put me there.